Well, with eviction moratoriums put in place during the pandemic coming to an end, millions of renters really fear that they're going to face evictions due to rent increases. And they say, look, we're not going to be able to afford this. Now, joining us is Frank Powell, who is the president-elect of the Greater San Diego Realtor Association. You heard what I was saying to this very nice, hardworking couple here. Am I telling them the truth?
Yeah, 100%. First of all, emphasize, I do feel bad for the situation you're in. And realtors as a whole, as an industry, we know what's going on. We're not blind to that. We study homeless problems all the way up to people that are being greedy, corporate, the government not providing the supply that we need. We cover all aspects. A weird question I have for you is, and you, have you ever thought about talking to a realtor? Because that's one person that you have all over the place that can help you and guide you. But on the other hand, let's talk about the homeowners that are the greedy people. I can give you hundreds of examples of how that's just not true. I had a person who was living in a one-bedroom condo, a female. She's renting out a three-bedroom, two-bath house. She gets a stroke. She needs assisted living. In order to pay for all this, she has to sell her house. She can't sell her house because there's people in there that are not going to move out. Now she's facing bills, she's facing problems, stroke patient. She needs to get back into her house, and she can't do that. Now, if she does do that, and she does decide to rent it to make more money to pay for hers, it's her investment, is what she bought and worked for 30, 40 years to pay off, so she can get subsidized of money that she needs. Right. That's not a greedy landlord.
That's what I was saying. No matter how flat you make a pancake, it's got two sides.
It does.
Right.
And they have increased cost and all. So it doesn't matter whether there's a good reason or not. It's not going to change anyway.
It's not.
So there's no point beating your head against that wall.
Sure.
What can we focus on that we can change?
Right.
You're not going to change the competitive market. So what can we change?
Yeah.
Right.
You guys have been listening to all this, and I see a lot of you squirming in your seats. If you got a comment or question about this, a thought, whatever, raise your hand, because I want to hear from you guys. So if you got a thought, in the back here.
I come from a broken home, single mother, 4 kids. Everything was taken away from us from one day to the next. My mom never allowed us to be homeless. She sought help with the government. We were on food stamps. They were providing our living. We were depending on coats. Holidays were coming, we were going to a center to receive whatever they were getting us. Whatever that basket got, that's what we were eating. And what Dr. Phil said is about your needs, no more about what your wants. And I've been there. The epidemic, my husband was unemployed, I wasn't. I was a single stay-at-home mom. Guess what? I started selling food. I was paying the rent, and we're still there now because of my small business. And now I'm in school trying to up myself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's hope out there, and you guys could do this.
Yeah, you bet. You know, this is one of the problems that is so frustrating to me, because the very fact that y'all work so hard and there's 4 jobs between you, they make too much money to get certain resources for the government. So it's like if they would work less, they would get more assistance, but instead they're head down, tail up, working hard. And so that disqualifies them from certain resources. I mean,
thank you for saying
no,
that.
I know. I get it's just like the perfect storm. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.